Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're talking about starting van life no matter what your financial situation. The freedom, the adventure, the endless sunsets. But let's be honest, if you're like me, those fancy Instagram vans can be seriously intimidating and feel like an expensive fantasy that's out of reach. And unless you have a trust fund or a rich uncle who recently passed away and left you a bunch of money, you probably don't have $150,000 to drop on a luxurious van. Let's talk about taking the leap into van life without breaking the bank. The reality of it all is looking at your finances and trying to figure out how to fit van life into the picture can be daunting. It might feel like a financial mountain too steep to climb. I've been where you might be now, scared, anxious, frustrated, overwhelmed, and wondering how on earth you can afford a van, let alone outfitting it. You've got the travel bug, the yearning for wide open spaces. You want the freedom of the open road and to live life on your own terms. But your bank account is whispering sweet nothings about rent and bills. You feel stuck. Don't worry, you're not alone. Van life can feel completely out of reach. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be? A lot of you are wondering how you can start van life now. You see all the videos and it just seems impossible. Well, you're in the right place. And I'm here to tell you that hitting the road doesn't require a trust fund. In fact, with a little planning and resourcefulness, you can absolutely make van life work, even on a budget. Before we dive deep, let's get down to brass taxes. What does it really cost to start van life? The van. Forget those brand new models. We're looking at used, reliable vans that can be yours for a fraction of the price. Consider smaller options like minivans, SUVs, conversion vans, and even a car. These options offer a lower initial investment and better gas mileage. Think of it like finding your minimalist mobile studio rather than a luxury apartment. The build. Yes, you can DIY the build out without emptying your pockets. Think basic, functional, and gradually upgradable. Start small so you can live big. Total cost. Far less than you might imagine, especially when you approach it with savvy and resourcefulness. Turning dreams into plans. Now that you know it's possible, let's start turning your dreams into plans. First things first, let's ditch the desire monster. Those fancy builds are amazing, but they're not essential. Van life is about freedom, not square footage. Focus on what you truly need. Declutter and sell. Look around you. Selling items you no longer need, from electronics to furniture, can generate significant funds. Become best friends with Facebook Marketplace. Embracing the minimalist lifestyle not only aligns with the van life ethos, but also can provide a financial boost. If you need more help downsizing, I have a video on that I will put a link to in the description below. Budget wisely. It's time to cut down on those needless expenses. Dining out, fancy coffees, all those subscription services like Hulu and Netflix, let them go. Start a written budget so you know where your money is going. Evaluate your spending habits and eliminate anything non-essential. Boost your income. Got a skill? Freelance. Got extra time? Part-time jobs or gigs can add up. Maybe it's time to ask your boss for a pay raise. It's a means to an end. You have to put a little elbow grease in to make your dreams happen. Smart savings. Automate your savings. Even small amounts, when consistent, can grow over time. Put all your extra money from selling items or canceling subscriptions into this account. It will also help you see what you have accomplished. Think of it like your van life starter fund. Seek advice. Don't waste money on unnecessary purchases. Talk to those who have been there, done that. Check out my van life page on gypsywander.life. It's a treasure trove of information to help you get started. Think outside the box. If you are in need of some major financial overhauling, consider moving to a lower rent area or finding a roommate. Look at your current vehicle situation. Is it the vehicle that you will use on the road? Can you sell it and find something less costly in the interim? When I started van life, I had a 2017 Chevy Sonic. I sold it for $8,000 and bought a 2006 Toyota Sienna minivan for $6,000, spent $1,500 to have preventative maintenance done, and had $500 left over. The essentials. What do you really need to get started? Not much. A reliable van, something to sleep on, some basic storage, and a way to eat and stay hydrated. Remember, van life is about freedom and adventure, not luxury builds and unnecessary gadgets. Is it the perfect setup? Maybe not, but it's a start and gets you on the road. Upgrading when you can is always an option. Where there's a will, there's a way. For those of us on a budget, van life can be the vehicle to reducing expenses and saving money. But camper van conversions can be expensive and time-consuming. By starting with the basics, you can get on the road quickly with minimal investment and save up for your next van or your conversion. Here are the absolute necessities for starting van life. The van. Prioritize functionality over aesthetics and look for used options to save money. Make sure it is mechanically sound by having a trusted mechanic check it out before you purchase. Sleeping space. You'll need a comfortable place to sleep. This could be a simple platform bed in the back of your van, a cot, or even a hammock. Make sure whatever you use is non-toxic. I recently did a video on van build mistakes that could make you sick. I'll put a link to that in the description below as well. Storage. You'll need some way to store your clothing, food, and other belongings. Clothes baskets, Rubbermaid tubs, even an ottoman. Be creative. Food storage. A cooler will be essential for keeping food fresh, especially if you don't have access to regular electricity. Water storage. You'll need a way to store fresh water for drinking, cooking, and cleaning. A large camping water jug will do the trick. Waste disposal. A plan for disposing of trash and waste is something you don't want to forget about. There are lots of inexpensive options for this. If you need ideas, check out my van life page at gypsywander.life. Here are some optional things, but very helpful. Cooking set. A simple camp stove and cookware will allow you to prepare meals on the road. Lighting. A headlamp, flashlight, or solar-powered lantern will provide light at night. Portable power solution. A solar panel or power bank can help you charge your devices and run small appliances. Here are some actionable steps you can start doing today. Downsize. Seriously, less is more. Set financial goals. Know what you need and make a plan to get there. Be resourceful. Use what you have, buy used, and DIY. Budgeting and cutting expenses. Create a strict budget and reduce unnecessary expenses. This can free up cash for your van project. Negotiate a pay raise. If you're currently employed, negotiating a higher salary can be a direct way to increase your income. Move elsewhere. The cost of living can vary dramatically between different areas. Part-time work, side hustles. This can even be a gateway to how you will make money on the road. It's all about perspective. Don't let your bank account hold you back from starting your dream. Start planning, declutter ruthlessly, and embrace a more minimalist approach. Van life on a budget isn't just possible, it's an incredibly rewarding way to embrace a free-spirited, adventurous lifestyle. You don't need a fortune, just a plan, some grit, and the will to make it happen. Don't forget, this is where you want to come to find out all things van life. Specifically, minivan life. I can help you make your van life dreams come true. If you enjoyed this breakdown and found it helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more tips on living the van life dream without emptying your wallet. Got questions? Drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to check out my website at gypsywander.life for more information on starting van life. Until next time, stay wild and free.